Welcome, ARC's Tier 2, round 8, so this is over halfway. Saudi Arabia. For a good race, we've got 19 on the grid, I don't know where 20th full grid. One's not turned up, it's their fault. It's a Ferrari driver, so unfortunately Ferrari won. It's also our championship leader, so Luck 7, so chance, as it stands right now, for catch up a little bit. Anyway, right, so just gonna have a quick look while we're waiting for people to start and get on track and stuff. I'm gonna have a quick look at the standings so we can let you know what's going on. Right, so good to take a look at championship. My phone, trying to look at it on my phone, but my phone's going absolutely mental. Anyway, yeah, so at the moment in the drivers we've got Luck 7, who is our absent man at the moment. Oh no, he's not. I apologise. Oh, I've got the wrong person. I thought it was Luck 7. My apologies. Send a message. Right, there we go, I've got my message sent. So, yeah, it's a Red Bull driver that's missing. What I can tell, we've got Titan there, but there's no other dark blue, so yeah, it's a Red Bull driver. We're going to get some details up. I will do those stand-ins, perhaps I'll do them between qualifying and racing, actually. Make more sense. Let's just get on with watching qualifying. So, look at the tyres. So, Late's back there. First out. Might be an Alpine. Fuggish in the Williams, actually. So Art Fuggish, who's covering in Tier 2 tonight. Rebel. It's not a good start for Ferrari. We've lost him in Sector 1. His car's just been cleared now, so the track could be free for Fuggish if he gets round there. So yeah, not a great start for Ferrari. They've lost one of their drivers straight away in qualifying. Back to the stream so I can see anything. Right, so there we go. Hello guys. Hello Clappy. Hello dogs. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I've just realised I haven't put myself in a party. I do that nearly every single time. To put myself in a party, so the drivers can't hear me, so I won't be putting them off. I hope I didn't make Tip Rebel crash. And Mini Devil's crashed. That doesn't bode well. Mini Devil is out of qualifying as well. So at the end of this Sector 2 time, we're looking at anything which is below a minute as being a good time. Top times I think would be 58 something, but anything below is decent, particularly for first runs. There we go, 58.849 from Fuggish. The end of the second sector. Obviously purple, because nobody else set time yet. So Fuggish not messing about, straight out on sauce and putting in a... Doesn't really seem to be putting in a banker. Just going straight on it. Why not? Oh, he's a bit wide and clips the wall on the exit of the final turn. It's going to cost us a decent first lap though. So it's a 28.8. to get us underway. So it's a good sort of target time. It will be beaten. That's not going to be a pole position lap. 29.3 from and Lord DA 29.3 as well. Just 6 thousandths the difference between Taylor and Lord DA. Can we get to the Hassan time or the McLaren? McLaren crosses the line. So the Hassan line up Scott. He's gone P4. And now the Red Bulls, which are validated. So his lap doesn't count. It's not who was that? What's in the line then? There was nobody actually set a lap. Lux 7 will cross the line. He's going on to a lap now. So let's ride on board with our championship leader. See if we can be quicker. There's yellow flags all over the place, and we do have more retirements. Ark Samuel and Black Spartan out in qualifying. 4 people out in qualifying without. That's not great, is it? Doesn't break. Claffy, we just finished work. You're too young to work. Don't work. Evening English, evening Andrews. Thanks for coming on, guys. 11 coming to the end of sector 2 as I think there might be a Fuggish getting. No, that was like either Lord DA or Zico just getting well out of the way there. He's purple sector 2. So it's looking good for Evan to set a decent marker. Fuggish clipped the wall on the exit of the final corner. Evan goes as close as you can without clipping it. So we'll get a Fuggish out. So it's going to be P1 for Evan. 27.8, so second quicker than Fuggish. Fuggish has some extra time in there. Titan, by the way, went into P7. Top Gotcha's gone P9. Gaz is setting the time on mediums, but he's invalidated. So let's go with Zico, who's been... Well, he's in great form at the moment. 1-2 second last week. Rich vein of form. So, somebody went flying up there. Who was that? That was Art Plates. Has gone up to P6. Good news for Mini Devil. You're not starting from the back, mate. You're 16th. You're the 4th to bin it, so... Actually, you're not the 4th to bin it. That's not how it works. You've got the furthest round the track before binning it. That's how it works. So, great job, buddy. As long as you don't bin it in a race, it doesn't matter, but just... Zico round the final corner, and we'll cross the line. He's going to go top 3. He's just 28.9 and goes P3. There we go. So who else we got? Icelandic Rob. He's come in, literally joined us yesterday, I think it was. Having what is effectively his trial race tonight. Already into P6, going faster again on the mediums. Not sure how much of an advantage starting the race on mediums is. You should do similar distances on soft and medium around here. You don't, you sort of do maybe 11 on soft, 14 or 12 and 13 or something like that. So it's not a huge advantage to get further into the race on the mediums. Oh, there's a wobble over the line, but P7 with a moment on the mediums can clearly offset quick on softs. So who else we got right now? Dark 30. On the lap, having not set one yet, so we'll keep an eye on him. Teammate gets well out of the way, Mackie. Wow, Bertie's invalidated, so that's not going to be any good for him. Good time yet though to make sure you know, a decent lap in for you. I don't know why his red light's on. Why is this light flashing, guys? Because he's got plenty of energy there. Is it because of the time of the day this has been held at? Does it that count as an evening race, so they got to have light on? Or is it the fuel? So I'm watching somebody that's going to come into the pits. He's definitely not doing a lap, so let's go for that. He's on 131, go around the final corner. Also definitely not on a lap. Moment, did he? No. I think that yellow was just, again, somebody getting out of the way of someone else. Here we go, let's ride on board with Arc Late. Covering in Tier 2 tonight for AlphaTauri. He is an AlphaTauri driver, but normally drives Tier 3. Did well in Tier 3 on Wednesday. Trying to remember off the top of my head, I think he finished 6th. So, did a good job. Let's see if we can go quicker on his second run. So it's firstly 1:30.3. Actually needs to improve by half a second just to make a position up. Oh, and he's into the wall. My screen shows there's a tyre left there, but it's not his, so he's going to be able to get. He's lost it, but he's going to be able to get back round. So he attempts to get out of the way of someone. Not in the most ideal places, but not much you can do about it. That was Scott that was going past him. Scott hasn't invalidated though, so we'll stick with Scott. So this is a lap. I just check Andrew's English. Anyone? Does the sound? Am I too loud, or is the car too loud, or anything? Little sound check. Somebody. See if we can get that Haas into the top 10. Get the, well, it'd be the second Haas into the top 10 because the other one's in P7 at the moment. He set his times on mediums. Yellows. That's miles away from you, Scott, so don't worry. Scott goes quicker and goes P9 at the moment as it stands. Good lap from Scotty. As Evan goes even quicker again and is going at 27.462. That's really laying the gauntlet down to Brian. Seriously good qualifying. In fact, that's an incredible qualifying time. That matches my time trial here. Very impressive. Just seeing Bertie's managed to get a lap in, by the way, in P14. 42.7. Hasn't really. He's got a lap on the board, so no issues with not. He definitely started. These people clearly got more in than that. Sounds fine. Streams an extreme. Oh, apart from take myself off of Wi-Fi on my phone, that would probably help it actually. There we go. Take himself off of Wi-Fi on my phone, so it should help it a little bit. Forward. So top gotcha. Right, oh, got off track. Hasn't invalidated though, but he would have lost a lot of time. Switching through, the rest of his first set's just been pretty tidy. Yep. Decent. Apart from that one moment, it was all decent. Just a 10th down. And it's just time to be going through the rest of the lap, so let's see how he's getting on when he goes through sector 2. He is still using energy, so he hasn't decided to back out the laps to do another lap. As it stands, it's the end of sector 2 now. So he's a 10th and a half up at the moment. So he needs to find a lot more time, but because it's Jeddah, we pretty much have yellow flags continuously. So we've got 4.5 minutes left, so it's going to be up to Gotcha whether he finishes this lap or not. Might be more advisable to come back in and stick on another set of softs. Maybe get back out and do 2 laps on the but he is going to cross the line. He's 8 tenths quicker, but will stay 15th. Still needs to find another 1.8 seconds to fight Bertie. He's invalidated. Anybody else on a lap? Gaza maybe? Yeah, so this is Gaza's attempt on a set of softs. Don't know, runner. He disappeared right at the start, unfortunately. Just say, guys, I did a, because actually Andrew said the same your end. I did an internet test before starting the stream, and it was running great. It's one of the best tests I've had done on it. So unless it suddenly collapsed, I don't know what's going on there. So it might be because my phone was connected as well. Hopefully it'll sort itself out by race time. But I've definitely got all other devices switched off, so nothing else is interfering with it. So as just about within the white lines there. Get yourself on the curbs there, buddy. As close as hug the wall, as close as you can around here. So there's tiny little gains you can get just by hugging the wall as tight as you can. I don't know if he clipped the corner there or not, but it was definitely very wide. And that's it. He hasn't got time to come in and go out again, so there's, well, he's gone up to P4 anyway, so that's a good lap from from Gaza. So that's Aston in P2 and P4. Fuggish is on a lap, so let's ride with him in the Williams. Nice to see Williams up there. Obviously Fuggish normally drives in Tier 1. Oh, he's invalidated. So we might come back to him, because he should get round to do another lap, so we'll come back to Fuggish at a later point. Let's ride on board with Zico. Sector 2, again, that's just somebody getting out of the way. See that happening. Fine. Zico. Oh! Zico's round barrier. He's lost an M plate, so that is the end of Zico's qualifying. Currently P6, so can potentially go a bit quicker. Could potentially be overtaken and drop down a little bit. Let's ride on board with Rob then, who's 3 temps up. He's doing his lap on the softs now. So it couldn't have been 3 temps, that must have been last lap, so he's already in pretty few temps. But half a second up in sector 1, wow. That's a lot of time gained in one sector. Oh, cheers, runner. That's cool. Not going to be too worried about track reset, buddy, if it's around this sort of track. We don't want to see people doing it, but you can kind of understand if they're going to get in somebody's way and they just want to get out of somebody's way in qualifying. You can understand it. Might also have been stuck, because if you're stuck, you're allowed to. Looks like Rob is going to go quicker. Half a second just in sector 1 could take him up ahead of Zico. Just going to cross the line and he goes 28.4. That moves him up to P5. Brilliant lap from Rob. Puts Haas P5 and P11 now. Scott won't be doing another lap, so that is P5 and P11. Did Fuggish finish? Where is he gone? Oh yeah, he's into the bits. So we've got the pole position boys having a shootout, but they've both invalidated. Taylor hasn't, so let's ride on board with Taylor, who was 6 temps up in the first sector. He's on target. Hi Kira. Thanks for tuning in, Kira. I hope your dancing went well. Then coming up to the end of sector 2, that doesn't sound like he's flat out. Has he backed out? After being 6 temps up? He has. Oh, what a shame. He was flying, absolutely flying after in sector 1. Rob isn't going any quicker. Rob DA's half a second down. Becky. In the pits by the looks of it, so yeah, he definitely wasn't completing a lap. Becky is coming over the line. He goes 29.0, and that's moved him up to P8. So Maki P8 in the Alpha, that's a good job from him. On a 29.0. Only one driver left is Art Bertie, who's a couple of temps up at the end of Sector 2. He's going to come across the line. He finds 6 temps in the end, but stays 14th. Just a couple more attempts to get ahead of Titan, but I think that's our qualifying. I'll go to Rob, but I don't think he's on laps, so no, he's entering the pits. So that is going to be the end of qualifying. Oh, hey Reaper, on as well. See you, mate. So that's the end of qualifying. So we've got Evan on pole, Brian in P2, our 2 championship leaders. I think they'll be quite happy to see Zico down in P7 because he's been problematic recently, to say the least. Taylor and P3 though, no doubt will cause some issues there. Oh dear, Brian saying he's starting on old tyres. Maybe a strategy change to come for him. Come on, Brian. Don't worry, it's only qualifying, mate. You're starting P2. That's the main thing. All you got to do, buddy, take him at the start and then just go off into the sunset. That's all you got to do. Easier said than done. Now, I did promise that we'd have a quick look at the standings. I can't bring them up on screen, unfortunately, so I have to talk you through them. So, we've got Lux 7 is leading the way then on 250 points. He's got a very big lead, 79 points ahead of Brian in P2 on 171. Gaz is P3 on 138, so 2 Aston Martin's gone very strong this season. Top Gotcha 116. Meki 101. Zico in 6th on 90. Black Spartan 82. Titan on 80. Claps is in 9th with 60. And TTV Glad, who isn't with us tonight, is in P10 with 53, but he's only done 2 races, so he's obviously done well. Only joined us recently, so that's the top 10 of the drivers. Let's go to the constructors. As you can guess with where they are in the drivers, the Aston Martin boys are leading the way in the constructors by 29 points. They're on 301 to Ferrari's 272. Haas 209, Alfa Romeo 182, Williams 132, Red Bull 124, Mercedes 122, AlphaTauri 115, Alpine 113, and McLaren 106. So they are the constructor standings. I'm just going to take a moment just to, there's a little chat going on that I need to have a look at. So I'm just going to put you, or put myself on mute for a second just to take a quick break, and I'll be back with you shortly. Right, okay guys, I'm back with you. So there's just a little chat going on between the admins. We are going to be readying up shortly, so we'll be going out now. There we go, so the countdown started. Okay, so there was a little thing going on basically about settings. I believe the lobby's been, it's got one setting wrong on it, which we usually have, but It's all good, we're ready to go, and we are going, and a 20th man has joined the grid. I did tell him it was okay if he gets on before the race. So Marsh has joined for Red Bull, which is great. So we've got a full grid to go at Jeddah. Got my details up, looks like that. So, Meki and Lord DA are disqualified from the formation lap as his top golf shot. Scott. Oh, Lord DA's asking who spun. They created a pile up. Luckily, it's just formation lap, so we'll be back on the grid. That's the main thing. Okay. Apparently, the reason as well where Mini Devil retired in qualifying was because his mum turned on the vacuum at home and pressed it against his brake pedal, and apparently that made him crash or something. I've heard all the excuses. That is the most outrageous excuse I've ever heard, but I have officially now heard it all. You may kill me later because that is actually in the private AlphaTauri chat. I probably should have repeated that, but it's quite funny. Scott, you will be fine. Trust me, you'll be fine. No more than one safety car at Jeddah. Never is. I'm confident in all of you. Confident in my tier 2 children. Come on. You'll be fine. Couple of shouts, people saying, come on Ferrari. Get the Aston into the first corner, mate, is what Gaza is saying to Brian as we are off with the most terrible camera. Cody's, come on. That's better. That's better. Now. So, Brian doesn't manage to get it ahead of Evan at the start. Scott's falling down the order. There's been a bit of contact, which you pretty much expect here at Jeddah, but nobody out as of yet, so that's good. But Meki has dropped from 8th down to the back, so I would suggest Meki had some sort of damage. Scott now down at the back. So let's just leave these guys, see if we can see what's happening here. So this is Meki and Scott. Antic Rebel, actually. Oh, Scott doesn't have a front wing, that's not good. Okay. Oh, and that was the Ferrari. Tip Rebel. He's gone flying off into the barrier. He now doesn't have a front wing either. He continues to try and make his way back up to the back of the grid, and he's getting close to Top Gotcha. So, all going on further down the fields. Thuggish, meanwhile, has gotten into P3 ahead of Taylor. Pretty much everyone then has made up positions. Side by side, it's the Red Bull and Icelandic Rod in the Haas. Rod's dropped 7 from 5th to 12th. The Haas have had a terrible start to the race. Plenty of time to make it up. Actually, for Scott, Tip Rebel have lost their wings. They'll now be hoping for a safety car, of course. And Samuel into the pits as well. As the A starts falling down the order. It's come out of turn 2 slowly by the looks of it. Can't see any obvious damage. Oh, there's a bit of contact there with the Red Bull. And now he has damage, now he's lost his wing. So Lord DA is going to be dropping down the order. Alright, people room, guys. Come on, we know it's a tight track. Don't want to be seeing people throwing it down the inside from miles back, or, you know, or in silly places on the track, which is the main reason I think incidents happen at tracks like this. People being impatient and not waiting for a correct part of the track to make a move on. Mackie on the back of Top Gotcha is basically our closest battle at the moment, so let's ride on board with Mackie. Excuses are getting better. Where's the bar? It's the Scots. Settle in, Brian. Voice coming in from Renner. I think he has settled in, mate. He's staying close to Evan at the front. At the moment, they look a little bit in a crest of their own. Zico has to come into the pits. So he's taking an early start. I'm going to switch to tyres now. I'm just wondering if any of those guys have... No, none of the pitters have decided to take a risk at going hards to the end. They'll definitely do them. And Mackie is in the pits. Again. So... got Zico, Mackie and Lord DA all in the pits. Let's go to Brian then, because he is close on the back. Although, actually, Mini Devil, by the way, up to P6. That's up 10 places, isn't it? Yes, he's up 10 places. As is back Spartan, what a start to the race they've both had. Marsh is up 8. So 3 people there with real great starts. Not an easy track to make positions up like that on. Oh, and we've got a double retirement. It's Marsh and Titan. Are they teammates? That's the 2 Red Bulls. What have they done? Oh, Reaper, you're going to have to be having words, mate, with your team. 2 Red Bulls, whether they're from the same place, surely they haven't hit each other. Not a good start to our main sort of race evening for the Red Bull team. And we have the full safety car, which Rebel, Samuel and Scott were all hoping for. Just looking, Evan is just there, so he's on the back of the safety car. So yeah, nobody's been lapped, so they'll all be able to get round to the back of the grid. Any pitters? Yes, we've got 3 pitters. Bertie, Late, and Icelandic Rob. Nobody going to stick hards on to the end? Nobody fancies that? People just don't want to use hards around here, do they? Doug sends synchronized death. Arc Runner, Reaper, you better get on the case with that one. Oh, boss man. Andrews, head in hands. Elswell off to an absolutely awesome start. 10 places, if we can keep that going. So, where are we with people catching up right now? Bertie will be next to join the back of the queue. So we're definitely easily another lap. We can probably go on another lap after that one, I expect. So I think we'll be going again on lap 6. Sorry, lap 7 actually, I think. So... really, so the 2 alphas have, well, Mackie's dropped places, but Birdie's gained places, so an indifferent start to the race for them, but main thing is they're still going. Top Gotcha comes into the pits. Is he going to take a risk with hards? Possibly. No, he's back onto set softs. It's take a long time to get out of going again. Doesn't matter, he's going to come out comfortably ahead of the McLaren of Sam. Sam approaching the first corner now, so see that changing. Given those guys that had first lap incidents in that a chance to get back up and fight in this race rather than being stuck a long way behind. Titan spun out, says Reaper. So they didn't hit each other then, mate. Rebel. Just waiting for the back two, Tip Rebel and Scott to catch up now. I still think we're going to go another lap. You can't expect them to go as fast as they can and take it all out of the tyres. That's not fair. So I think we're going to end up going another lap. In the safety car. I'm sure if the announcement car in this lap comes up, they'll start hammering it round. So they're not too far off the back now in the way. Back of the safety car queue is just coming round here. You should see it any second now. Catch him on the final corner. There we go. Just about to see the McLaren ahead. So our biggest gainer actually right now is Black Spartan, who's up 11 places. It's an outstanding start. We'll have another look at the tyres. Just wondering. Yeah, see, all the early players have gone to soft. Well, not all. Rob's gone to a set of mediums in the Haas in P10. Or DA's now on mediums, and Lecky, San on mediums, Scott's on mediums. It's quite possible they can get those tyres to the end now. It's not impossible. Did we just see some debris? I'm sure I just saw some debris on track. Top Clutch has picked up a drive-through penalty. The other penalties are all 3 seconds. I think you can see the Haas of Scott is just coming up to the back now. So we're comfortably well, we would be going this lap in a way because we've done the laps under safety car. So let's go to the front. On board now with Brian. So there's the confirmation, safety car in this lap. A little surprised that nobody's well, not nobody, but a little surprised that nobody's thought to go on to a set of tyres to the end. I think you could push mediums to the end from here, and hards obviously would make it to the end. Hards could do the whole race easily. So, what's happened to my camera? It's a lovely view. Lights in that building, lovely, isn't it? So, right, clearly I'm getting off of this. How do I get off of this? Let's go with Brian. So Evans caught him a little bit by the looks of it. Still moving side to side, still warming the tyres. Sluggish. Close to the back of Brian there. It's Taylor and Gaza are fighting. Wait. Oh, it's Gaza at him. It's Gaza hit the wall. Can't see any obvious damage, so I don't think he's okay. Although he loses the position to the Alpine. Should get an idea as to whether the McLaren is able to do anything. And we've got a move being made now by Zico around the outside of the McLaren. He's going to try and stick it around the outside. He does do it. I think it looked like Mario was maybe a little bit behind on that one. Zico is up the outside. Now he's side by side with Gaza. Not a place, but they both did it very well. Great driving. It's not a part of the track I would suggest going side by side with someone, but that was done brilliantly from the pair of them. Mario right on the back of Gaza now. So, where are we? Evans pulled out a little bit of a gap over Brian now. Actually sets the fastest lap, and Gaza is into the pit, so I think he has got some damage, you know. It's just not, it's not major, but it's enough just to slow him down slightly. Mario's also into the pits. This is the moment for those guys where they're now thinking, why didn't I pit under safety car? Mario gains the place because of the wing change for Gaza. I suggest Mario's pit stop was just a standard pit stop, so why not pit under safety car? There's a lot of pitters. Mario, Top Gotcha, Gaza, Scott, Samuel, all having to pit. Top Gotcha actually had a drive-through, didn't he? So he served his drive-through. That's out of the way. Taylor, I think Zico actually on the back of Black Spartan is our... It's not quite our closest battle actually. Arclay is on the back of Lord DA. See if Mini Devil was a pit at some stage there, but he's dropped to 13th. Not good restarts in the race for him. I'll check. Yeah, he's on fresh medium, so he did pit actually, so it's not that bad. So his time will come. I'll start having to come in. Zico makes that move on Black Spartan. He's gone around the outside of the final corner. Black Spartan's going to pick up. Does he pick up DRS? No, we're not active yet. We'll be active this lap, won't we? So. That is a proper move from Zico. That is 5th on track gained. 3.5 seconds to make up to Taylor now. Do it. Taylor's on the back of Thuggish. Bertie's into the pits. Lord DA. So wait, Art Late's gotten past Lord DA. Let's see if Lord DA can get him back. The only thing I'd say is that Arclay has to pit again. EA potentially doesn't. A pair of them running wide here. Late was happy to give the position up because he ran wide, but then Lord DA ran wide himself because he wasn't quite sure what Late was doing. So main thing is no contact made and it's all done fairly. So let's then around the field. We have got a couple of hard runners now. We've got Gaz's gone to hards and Birdie's gone to hards. Could be great moves from them. We'll have to wait and see. They can take a few laps to hards to settle in, especially around a track like this. And once they do settle in, they just keep getting quicker and quicker lap after lap. So their wear rate is lower than the time you gain from the fuel that you use up each lap. So it's good. Perhaps has woke up on the other side of the world. Welcome, Claps. And down under. Art Late's just gotten back past Lord DA. Let's go with these boys for a bit. Thought Late it's kind of fallen off the back of him. I didn't expect to see that. So Zico picks up a penalty. He's pushing so hard, so it's not a surprise. Black Spartan picks up a penalty also. there'll be plenty more penalties before the end of this race, don't you worry about that. As Mario picks one up. I'm going to stop mentioning them. Perhaps I'll stop picking them up if I don't mention them. Somebody else just did as well, but I didn't see who it was. We got a yellow in sector 1. It's already cleared, so nobody's retired. Looked like it was maybe a Haas. Is that Lord Dia into the wall? Lord Dia, he's never got away with that, has he? That was quite a hefty hit. No, he hasn't got away with it. He's lost his wing completely. I didn't see the wing come off, so... oh, that's unfortunate for Lord DA. He's running well. And a good battle with Late as well. Taylor then is right up on the back of Thuggish. Thuggish into the pits. As is Brian. They're both making their stops. We knew from a comment that Brian had made that he'd done his best lap in qualifying on a worn set of softs, so he's done quite well really to get 10 laps out of them. They were already quite worn. And I don't think he was close enough to have them. But the undercuts really got much chance of working. You never know. At least getting some time back to him. So Lord Dia's made it round to the pits now. Brian has come out in 7th. I'm just going to have a quick look. He does have a clear bit of track. Mecky's the next one up the road, but it's 3 seconds up the road, so he is going to have a clear outlap. Which is good. I'm just going to change the interval or gap to leader. So at the moment, Brian's only 17.5 seconds behind Evan. It is a quick stop here, but I don't know if it's as quick as 17.5 seconds. Surely that would make it the quickest of the year, wouldn't it? I think Brian might get the lead of the race. Is Evan... yeah, he is in the pits. Brian's going to take the lead. I can't see. Let's go to Evan. Zika continues, so he's actually taken the lead. Taylor is also in the pit. Brian is coming down the pit straight. This is going to be tight. I think Brian's got him. I think Brian's got ahead of Evan. There we have it. That's how tight it was. The undercut has worked, and Brian is ahead on track. That's brilliant from Brian. Master strategy. Tyres are only 1 lap older, so it's not going to be a huge amount of difference in performance. Brian obviously has the penalty at the moment, but there's plenty of time for that to change, for Evan to pick something up, so it's not sort of... I don't have to pack at the moment. He's pulled up to the back of Mecky. Mecky has a little moment there as well, just going to slow Brian down. And Evan's having a look. Brian could do there, he had to come out of power, so Evan was always going to get a run. Close, but no contact made, and Brian manages to defend the position this time. He should get past, well, they're both going to get past Mecky. I think Mecky doing the right thing. Let's just take the inside, stay out of the way. But now Evan's going to get the DRS. And Brian going to have it, so Brian opens up the energy, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. No, Evan's got the move done way before the turn. But if Brian can stay close to him, they're pretty similar on. There's not a huge amount of difference between energy between the two, so if Brian can stay close to him, we could end up with one of those situations where we're swapping continuously. Let's go back to interval. Now, see if we've got any other close battles. Icelandic Rob, currently running P3. He has made a stop. He has used both compounds. So technically, could go to the end. I suspect he would love to see a safety car come out. Not just yet, but maybe 2 or 3 laps time. So we can switch to a set of softs. is now on the back of Rob, so so here we go. So Rob's on the back of Spartan, but then these two have got the fastest two on track behind them. So this could pose a bit of a problem for Evan and Brian. Technically right now, he's playing into Zico's hands, who's currently got the lead. So we think that Rob's going to get a move done here, but can either of the other two follow them through? Rob he's got a lot of energy left as Rob. And Rob does get the move done. The door closes on Evan, there's a little touch on the back of Rob. From Spartan. Part of me, if I was Spartan here, I'd be tempted just to say, do you know what, I'm just going to get out of the way with you lot, because my race isn't with you. I don't want to mess my race up. Oh, Brian is in the wall! He's going to have to wait. I'm trying to see. He's got some time now, I believe. He's going to have to do a 6-point turn. Oh, this is a car. Is your teammates coming now, Brian? Oh dear. Oh. Doesn't appear to be ghosting. So Reddy's out. Oh no. Did I just see that right? Is it disqualified, Brian? It has. It's disqualified Brian out the race. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. He's not going to be happy. Such a shame for Brian. He was running so brilliantly with Evan. Just caught up to the two guys in front who weren't running as quick. There was some great racing there, Reaper went there, but what a shame for Brian. I hate it how this game does that. I really do. So we've got Taylor and Fuggish side by side. Fuggish gonna... Is it Fuggish out on top? Yes. Yes, it is. Williams comes out on top. Gazza gets ahead of Arc Late. Gazza taking that risk and going on to the hards. At the moment, paying off for him. We've got a sector 1 in sector 1 yellow. That is somebody has spun. There they are. It's Mini Devil. Oh, doesn't look like he's got any damage. It looks like he's got both end plates there, so I think he's okay. Fuggish and Taylor swapping positions side by side, and they've got Zico in the Merc right behind them. That's the bit that gets me to see. Zico's just happy to ride that close behind them. Two guys side by side around this track, I'd be saying, nah, you guys carry on. I'll pick up the leftovers. Oh, there's a touch on the wall from Fuggish. Come around side by side. Fuggish does stay ahead. He did touch the wall, but it doesn't look like it's damaged him. So we'll put the settings back up to standard on the damage rates and everything. Taylor picks up the DRS, let's go on board with him. He's going to make a move down the outside, leaves plenty of room, and Fuggish might try and cut back. No, I don't think that door's going to close. So, there's a little touch on the rear wheel of Taylor. Runs Fuggish wide, and he is then vulnerable to Zico. Picks up a penalty. It's not a great moment there for Fuggish, but at least it didn't cause him to spin out. So for them, seeing if we can attack Taylor. As Fuggish got him, just falling back slightly. So, Runner, you're saying that Spartan and Zico will need to pit. I think Spartan just has. Well, they both have, haven't they? Actually, looking at it. And now Zico gets the move done. Obviously, Taylor's going to get the DRS back. Is he going to be able to make a move back? Bertie, by the way, has just gotten ahead of Lord DA up into 14th. Looks like Zico's gone a bit too far down the road for me. Set to 1 yellow. Can't see any cars stopped, so I think that's sorted. Yeah, Taylor just didn't stay close enough. Spartan moves up. We've got a couple of pitters, so Mecki and Fuggish into the pits. So did Fuggish then pick up a bit of damage? He did. He did pick up a bit of damage, so he's got a new front wing, but also a new nice set of fresh softs. He can go after the fastest lap and chase the people down in front of him. He's going to come out in P10. 10 seconds, it's going to, well, yeah, 10 seconds he's going to have to catch up to the guy in front. The guy in front is Gaz on a set of hards that have done 8 laps, so at this point those softs are probably a good 1.6, 1.7 seconds a lap faster than the hards Gaz has got on, so Lord DA's out as well. Was close then. Taylor and Zico are still close. Gazza is close for the car in front of him. Top Blotcher comes into the pits. Always had to pit again. Difficult to. Don't think there's any. It's just this battle and Gazza's one who's on the back of late at the moment. Taylor catching right up to the back of Zico, but not close enough. Slight advantage in energy-wise, but it's not much. Back to the broadcast cam for a moment. Yeah, old message here, keep up. Yeah, tip, Rebel, just read your message, buddy. That was a mistake. We can only apologise about that. That was a mistake. The brake assist is usually usable, but the steering assist isn't, and I think we put it the wrong way round or something. I'm not quite sure exactly what, but I think it's gone wrong there. A couple of messages from Brian, obviously not happy. I'm not massively surprised. The game has tired him out of a race. We're on a track where he's very, very quick. It's not nice to be disqualified out by the game on any track, let alone a track where you're So Revan now basically cruising the victory. The guy behind him's got 8 lap holder tyres. There's no doubt Rob's going to take these to the end. He won't be pitting now. And if he was to, he needs to do it now to give himself a chance to catch back up, but I don't think for a second he's going to. Mecki is on the back of Mini Devil. 2 flags out there, but that's not for either of these two. So Mecki makes up that place and is up to P6. Been doing recently, we will take a closer look at penalties on lap 23. I want to do it earlier than that. Zico's now back ahead of Taylor. These two look like they're going to battle to the end. Fuggish is destroying that gap too, Art Late. Gaz has got ahead of Art Late, okay. So that just goes to show that the hards do have a decent pace if you can use them. I know a lot of people don't like using them, but if you can, you do have a reasonable pace on them. Yeah, Tip Rebel, nowhere as well. I can only apologise for that. That's why I'm sorry. What Rano says about practicing without it, I would suggest it, but it's not because of it happening again in future. That's not the bit I mean, but it's actually one of the biggest. It's one of the biggest assists that makes the difference to your times, buddy. So it's a good one to get off if you can. They're all difficult. All the assists are difficult to take off if you're used to using them. So, sorry, watching that because I'm just aware that Fudge is just absolutely flying to the back of Late at the moment. Won't be a nice feeling for Arclate right now. Fact is, if Arclate wasn't there for AlphaTauri tonight, they wouldn't have 2 cars on the track. So, many points picked up. No, it's good points. So, he's doing a great job out there. And Fuggish is now, look, within the 1 second. Personally, if I was late, I wouldn't even fight this. Oh, but Fuggish has a moment and he's taking damage. Oh no. I think he's hit the power on the curve a bit too much. I definitely saw an end plate fly off then. So it's going to be another trip as Taylor and Zico swap positions again. It's going to be another trip to the pits, I think, for Fuggish. He's got about the right amount of gap that he can get out just ahead of the car behind. Although no, because he needs new front. Oh, Late's into the pits. So Fuggish opts to stay out because he's got the gap behind him. He's just been handed a position. So Late taking some damage then. Let's have a look. Yeah, the front wing's coming off. Scott's coming down the pit straight now. Late, oddly, has put on a new set of mediums. Scott has gone through. Samuel isn't quite going to get through. So Late comes back out in P11. Zico then, let's ride on board with these guys because they're having the right ding-dong. Taylor and Zico swap positions about 4 times already, I think. Oh, Sean Day is here to support Sean. It's Gaz's daughter. Is that a good race again, Sean? It's he had a bit of contact earlier on, which made him pit, but he's stuck on some hards and he's going to the end. He's made up some decent positions to get back up the order. So if he finishes P8, it'll be a good result. To be fair. These guys are just going to battle to the end, aren't they? Fantastic racing. It's not 22, 4 laps remaining. Oh, Late move out wide from Zico. He's going to go around the outside now. Oh, and there's contact. Oh, they've been racing so brilliantly together. But finally, there is contact. A safety car could come out, and it does. Oh my word. They have been racing so brilliantly together. While on stream or on commentary, I'm not going to put the blame on anyone. I said, Stuart, I need to look at some footage to be to decipher that. But to be honest, it wasn't in real time. It happening so quick. It wasn't clear for me. So. We are going to have safety car, but got to remember they must have 2 full laps of racing, so we will be going again on lap 24. Who's pitting? Zico's pitting. He might have had a bit of damage. I don't know. Mini Devil is pitting. Gaza's pitting. I don't blame Gaza for pitting, getting off those hires on softs. He'd have been a bit of a sitting duck otherwise. Fuggish is in then. I believe we're going to see a wing change. I don't know if Fuggish should be happy about a safety car or not. He had the gap behind him that he could stay ahead, despite the damage. So it may not benefit him. As Scott goes through, takes advantage. He says, "I'm going to take track position." And Late goes through, does the same, but he's on new tyres in a way. So back to Late P9 and Fuggish P10. Scott though on 16 lap old mediums. Can't blame him for taking positions. There's only going to be 2 laps of racing with no DRS. So genius move from Scott. You're right, Rob could win, mate. I don't think, if I'm honest with you, 2 laps of racing with no DRS, I don't think you get a big enough advantage off those softs, but we'll see. It is lap 23, and I did say we'd take a closer look at the penalties lap 23, so let's do just that. So Spartan currently running P2 as a 6-second penalty. 12 seconds for Zico. This safety car is going to hurt him, isn't it? Mini Devil 6, Gaza 6, and Scott and Late have both got 3. Fuggish has got 9, but the car behind him's got 12, so it's going to hurt Birdie as well. Yeah, could hurt Fuggish as well. It's a difficult one, but at the moment it's looking great for Evan, Rob and Meki to be our podium sitters. Meki doing so well again, just getting on. I like Meki, he just gets on with it in the background. Don't see him on stream a lot, unfortunately. That's not to be unfair to Meki, it's because he just quietly gets on with it, doesn't cause himself damage, doesn't get mixed up too much in anything going on, just carries on. That's why he keeps getting good finishes every week, pretty much. Rob gets ahead of... sorry, we've gone again, haven't we? I missed that. Rob has gotten ahead of Black Spartan then. He's 1.5 seconds behind Evan. It is possible. Can he win on debut? How many times have we seen that from a reserve over the years? What's happening? Birdie ghosting ahead there. Oh yeah, he is, because he's back marker, isn't he? So question for you, Brian. If so Birdie's ghosting, but does he still have to get out of the way before that set amount of blue flags? 3 or 4 or whatever it is. Yellow's is sector 2 is a McLaren, it's Mario. He's in the same predicament that Brian was in. Get himself back round. Qualifying game, there we go. Just keep it going, Mario. You've still got people, buddy. You're still picking up points for your team, yourself and your team. Keep it going. Rob's just eating into that gap a bit. We're on to the last lap. And let's be honest, if he's going to have any sort of chance, he pretty much needs to be within a few temps onto the straight before the final corner. So he's really got to eat into this time and nail these corners. Meki, meanwhile, just going to go to Meki because he's right on the back of Spartan. Doesn't need to make this move. Yeah, did you hear that? He's just backed out. He knows he doesn't need to do it, so he's just backed out there. Zico's just dropped down a bit. What's happened to Zico there? He's dropped down. Guys, has got. Oh no! Mini Devil! Mini Devil is out. Took some debris there, did Fuggish. Oh my word, right in the middle of the track. Oh my word. So, Evan wins in Jeddah Rob picks up P2 on his first ever ARC race. Congratulations. Meki as well. Massive congratulations on the podium, buddy. That was a hell of a drive. Gaza picks up P4 from absolutely nowhere, to be fair. He's done a great job there. Black Spartan now up 13 places. I don't need to look at anything else. That gives Black Spartan driver of the day, without a shadow of a doubt. Zico P6. Scott P7. Arc Late P8. Buggish is down 5 but finishes P9 with some difficult moments. Had to take quite a few pit stops, so it's still good points for Williams. Elswell. Oh, Mini Devil is out. Samuel has finished P11, Top Gotcha 12. Art Bertie 13th. Mario will just wait in to finish his lap to finish the race, but will finish P. Well, you'll finish P13th. So sorry, Samuel 10th, Top Gotcha 11th, Bertie 12th, and Mario will be 13th. I really hate to do this, but I said I would if he didn't finish the race. But Elswell becomes the first driver in ARC history to go half a season without scoring a single point. Not a record he wanted, and he's got it right to the last lap. What a shame. What a massive shame. Yeah, well done, Evan. Good race all. As I was saying, that was tough. It certainly was. That was a hard one. Zico, Evan celebrates his victory. Will extend his lead in the championship even further. I didn't see who got fastest lap. Fastest, oh look at that, the game's given lap to Icelandic Rob, but the fastest lap is actually level. Him and Evan have done 1:30.481, identical fastest lap, but Rob would have done it first, so it goes to him. So Rob picks up an extra point as well for Haas. Obviously Rob is a reserve tonight, so Meki will be for drivers. Meki's going to be promoted, as is Gaza. And everybody else will obviously use that actual tier 2 racer. Just make sure we go all the way down so that we can see all the standings for doing the standings. We've got all the information there. Just going to go through the race director, the incidents. If I've got time, I doubt I'll make it to the bottom. One. You can do it. You can do it. Ah, not quite. Got about 2/3 of the way down. In a way, yeah, so congratulations to Evan on his victory. Massive congratulations to Icelandic Rob on debut picking up a P2 for the team, and fastest lap as well. So massive congratulations to you. On a normal week, I'd probably give you the driver of the day, but I'll stick with my original choice because the amount of positions made up during race was outstanding. So congratulations. But yeah, well done to everyone who finished as well, because that was difficult, really difficult. We could see that. But no, well done, everyone. The has just messaged me saying he wants that extra point. You're not having it, mate. Rob got it first, so you're not allowed it. I suppose technically, because Rob is a reserve, you probably do get it for the drivers. I'm not too sure how that works actually. I'll have to find out from the boss man. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, so tier 1 is coming up at 8 PM. Please tune in for that. Give everybody a bit of support. Support your teammates for the combined constructors, but also other than tier 1, we've got we'll have a social race on Tuesday streamed, but we'll be back to tier 3 on Wednesday and tier 4 on Thursday. So please tune in with us, guys. All the tier races are 8 o'clock apart from tier 2. Thank you ever so much to everybody that tunes in and everybody else that watches it back at a later point. The views recently have just been